welcome back to the shop, everybody. I hope all of you are doing great. So today what we are going to be doing is finishing up the garden boxes that I'm doing out for my front yard. I've been working on them for the last couple days, and today is finally the day when we are going to be finishing them. I'm super excited to be getting this done. It's been like 108 degrees out here for the last couple days, and I've just been kind of trying to push through it. So it's actually evening time right now when I'm filming this, so it's actually a lot nicer out here. It's nice and cool. So hopefully today we'll be finishing this up. So to finish up this project, what I have left is to drill the holes for the drainage, install the net, and put in the flowers and plants. So as you saw me just do, I ripped down a couple pieces and installed some cleats. And what these two cleats are for is so that there's room between the garden bed and the ground. And what that will do is when we're watering the plants, the excess water will be able to go out and drain through the garden box and onto the ground. So for these holes, so the reason why I'm going with the 1/4 inch for this is so that the excess water can drain out of the garden bed. And also after I apply the stain, what I'll do is I'll add in a net down in the bottom, and what that will do is it will allow the water to exit but none of the dirt. So the inside measurement of this garden bed right here is 45 inches, and this one right here is going to be 12 inches. So what I'll do is I'll cut a 45-inch section off here, cut it in half because the width of this is less than half of this width right here. So I'll be able to get a section right here, and then a smaller section right here, and then have a little bit of leftover right there. And then if I end up making some more garden boxes, there's plenty of this material here, this fabric, to do those. So the last thing that I now need to do is apply a coat of stain. And if you guys can recall, some of you long-term subscribers, I restored one of the benches that I have out in my front yard, and this stain right here is the same one that I used for that. So these garden beds now are going to match that bench. Alright, so now comes the fun part. Now I can finally load up all of these beautiful flowers that my mom picked out. She picked out some nice ones. I don't know the names of these flowers. If you want to know, ask my mom. But we got some plants, we got some flowers, and I think this stain turned out so beautiful. It matches the bench outside, like I said, and it's just such a rich color is what it is. And the dovetails, oh my gosh, look at that. They stand out so well, and you can see the scoring lines right there, so you can tell that they were done by hand. Oh my gosh, it's just so beautiful. The joints turned out really nice, and one of my concerns when I was starting this project was when I do the dovetails, because this is a softer wood, it's redwood, you know, the joints might not turn out as good because it's a softer wood and it compresses the fibers a lot easier. But I took my time and it turned out really well. So we'll stick in these nets here really quick. Alright guys, that is going to be it for this video, and that is going to wrap up this build. I'm so happy with the way that these came out. I think the flowers, along with the stain that I picked for the planter boxes, really contrast well with one another, And you know, the flowers that my mom picked out, they're awesome. So thank you, Mom, for picking out some good flowers. And I actually didn't end up putting the soil in. I just ended up putting the plants inside of there to make it look like it was planted. But tomorrow my mom is actually going to add the soil and put the flowers in and do that herself. I'm not very good at that kind of thing, and I'm afraid I'm gonna kill the flowers. So I'll let her do that. I'll tell you what, tomorrow what I'll do is I'll post a picture of the planter beds with the flowers inside of them actually planted by my mom. And I'll have that right next to the bench, and I'll show a really nice picture of that over on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, I would highly recommend you do. I share some neat stuff on there, and I will leave that somewhere on the image right here. So keep a lookout for that. For tomorrow's video, I'm going to be making a tool. I'm not going to be saying what it is, but keep an eye out for that because that is going to be a fun video also. So that is basically going to be it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video.